You know, the question I get asked most often is, what's the most popular car in America? Well, the most popular car in America isn't a car at all, it's a truck. Actually, the pickup truck, to be more specific, which has become a sort of American icon. It's believed that the first pickup truck was introduced in 1913 when it served the needs of a booming country packed with ranches, farms, and rapidly growing cities. 100 years later, it's just as popular, and nowhere more so than in Texas, where a quarter of all brand new vehicles sold are pickups. And when you're here in Texas, you gotta look the part. If you're in Texas and you're walking along a road and you want somebody to pick you up, it's good to have cowboy boots on, because folks down here are pretty friendly, and once they see the cowboy boots, there's a good chance one of the local yokels will give you a ride. Oh, here comes one now.
Hey, anybody ever told you you look like Jay Leno?
Hey, Mr. President, how are you, sir?
What the hell are you doing here?
I'm just walking along a lonely road in Texas. President George W. Bush. Our 43rd president lives in Dallas, Texas, and since his retirement has headed the Bush Institute, raising awareness for issues such as veterans transition, employment, and wellness.
One of the things I will do for the rest of my life is work with our vets.
When he escapes Dallas, he heads to his Crawford Ranch, where he's known to get his hands dirty. Whether he's clearing brush or tending to his tree farm, he's often spotted loading up the back of his Ford F-150.
Man, what a surprise.
You know, it's so funny, people always think of this part of Texas as being kind of desert and hot and dry, but
Yeah.
I mean, you got rivers running through here, you got beautiful lakes. Welcome to the Bush family's Prairie Chapel Ranch. President Bush went from the gridlock of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to a 1,600-acre paradise filled with tons of native grasses, live oaks, cedar elms, and rivers.
To have running water is a real treat.
That running water in your faucet in California is a real treat. You know, just to have any water.
We're very fortunate, and you're about to see kind of even more dramatic country. You see, we got a pretty good gradient.
Wow, this is suddenly like you're in a whole different terrain now.
Exactly.
It's amazing. This one minute you're on a plane, now you're in this wooded area.
Yeah. I really, really like this truck. It's a Ford F150 King Ranch version, and it's handy, as they say. Very handy.
Now, if you're from Texas, you probably know that the King Ranch model was named after a famous Texan named Richard King, who owned a legendary cattle ranch.
These trucks are the common vehicle for a lot of rural Texas, and you know, a lot of people still live in rural Texas.
Including the President of the United States.
Including this one.
But this is the only place you drive a vehicle, isn't it?
Correct. I have not driven on a road since '93.
Wow. Just like someone else I know.
You realize it's only the third time I'm getting to drive this
That's
in
right.
7 years? The Secret Service doesn't let me.
See? They're not so different after all. Now, you used to bring all the world leaders here. Is that
I did.
correct? Who else has been in this truck and on this property?
Well, we had Putin.
Putin.
Early.
Wow.
Early Putin. But his English is better than my Russian.
Yeah.
Blair.
Oh, Tony Blair, sure.
Koizumi, the Japanese prime minister, came
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Berlusconi.
Berlusconi?
Yeah,
Now, be careful. He throws pretty wild parties.
he does.
And was there a psychological reason, like it's just more calming and relaxing?
It's a statement of friendship.
Yeah.
I think it helps them when they go home to say, I met with old Bush on his ranch.
Right. And look how far you've fallen. Now you have a comedian from TV. Boy, one day you're on top of the world. Next day you're driving a stupid comedian around your property.
I want to show you something very interesting, at least it is to us. Right there is George Washington. That's the name of that trail.
Oh, okay.
It was the first trail.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, I do. I do get that.
I knew you'd get it.
The ranch is also a venue for some of the president's favorite causes. This morning, he biked 50 miles as part of a fundraising effort for the Bush Institute's Military Service Initiative, which supports veterans with the challenges of transitioning back to civilian life.
Even though he's not the president anymore, he's still very involved with us, the service members, the wounded guys.
He's also put out a book of portraits he painted of wounded veterans who he's come to know personally. And look how far he's come since he did this one of me. But President Bush doesn't do all his work in Texas. In fact, he often finds himself back in Washington, D.C. I thought that speech you gave at the African American Museum, the opening, I thought that was really terrific.
Well, thank you.
Our country is better and more vibrant because of their contributions and the contributions of millions of African Americans.
First of all, Laura and I were honored to be invited. It was really special because a lot of our friends were involved with getting it started, and it's an important place to address the past and to create a sense of optimism for the future.
Right.
And it was a wonderful event. The president was there, the vice president, Bill Clinton,
Yeah.
Laura and I, and I'm glad I was given a chance to speak. And of course, out of that came a very interesting photo of Michelle giving me a very warm hug. And it was a very nice moment of her to do that. I like her.
But I think people like when they see presidents of different eras and different parties coming together. I mean, that's what America's supposed to be, you know?
They do, and that's why my dad's relationship with Clinton is so heartwarming. You know, Bill and I, we get along well and have a lot of fun, and it surprises people. I mean, there's just kind of this polarization is such that people say, well, people who don't agree can't get along.
Right, right.
Somebody said to me, walked up and said, the way politics are going these days, Bush, you all of a sudden look like George Washington. Jay, I think Laura'd like to see you.
Oh, I'd love to see her. That'd be great fun.
Yeah, let's go find her.
Former First Lady Laura Bush, just as active as she was when she was in the White House, advocating for education reform and women's rights.
Yeah, there she is now.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Mrs. Bush. How are you?
Hey, how are you? Jay, I've sold this little tree, and I wonder if you'll help me dig it up. You think you can do that?
Sure.
What about you, Bushy?
Bushy? Hang on. This is new. Bushy? Okay.
I wish you wouldn't repeat it.
All right. Well, here. All right. Let me take
Okay,
this
if you'll
shovel.
help, it'd be great.
Yeah. I should have waited for another car before I got in that truck.
What the hell are you doing? Let's go. Show us something. We're in Texas. Attaboy.
That
Yeah.
looks pretty good. Let's see.
Okay, let's see if you can get it.
Oh my
There
God.
we go.
You did it.
There you are.
Okay, now let's put it in the truck.
Boy, there is no such thing as a free ride. Part of the Bush work program.
Jay, we've got some other things over here for you to pick up as well. See those sacks of compost over there?
Yeah, sure. Sacks of compost. Are these left over from your presidency?
Would you like a hand?
Huh? Oh, there you go.
And I'm not taking sides, but at least Biden didn't make me throw manure.
Welcome to Texas.
There we go.
Thanks so
thanks,
much.
Jay.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You're a hell of a compost piler.
You too, Mr. President.
Anyway, we got to get out of here.
Oh.
Bye, we'll see
And,
you later.
you know, I'm sure there'll be a car along here after a while.
Yeah, I kind of thought, well,
Well, it's okay.
all right.
Bye,
yeah.
thanks.
No, we got something important to do.
See you later.
Okay. Compost piler.
I think we dusted him.
Hey, CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you'll find videos from all your favorite CNBC shows. Be sure to subscribe by clicking right here. Click on the videos around me and watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.